Hi guys, good afternoon. Wednesday, 6th of March. Just going to have a quick look over some of the markets and how we're currently trading going into the afternoon session here in the UK at possible opportunities. And just having a look here at the Nasdaq, just starting to get squeezed in for the day, coming down from the highs that we had from the year, but also this month, of course, and yesterday's high, which is a great retest of the low that we had down following the breakdown on Monday afternoon following the cash open. We're getting squeezed in from the bottom as well. Yesterday's low to this morning's low, and decision time for this market to come quite soon, you'd imagine. Opportunity for both sides, a break of those lows to target the S1 area, and the low of yesterday I think it looks quite nice, perhaps my preferred option, but also if we were to push higher above the high of the day, as you see around this sort of horizontal line, then a break through to the high might be also a decent one to keep an eye on. Also with the Nasdaq in mind, looking at the Dow, and similar sort of opportunity yesterday in that retest to some of these previous lows that we did break down on Monday. Again, would probably be having to look at a trend line from those lows if we are going to get any continuation from that post cash open Monday sell-off that we saw. Also overnight, worth just sort of bringing in this chart here regarding the Australian dollar, obviously the weaker than expected GDP, and followed that down move that you can see here. JP Morgan changed rate call to a cut in July, and seeing a couple of cuts over the coming months, and that has weighed on the Aussie dollar, and any real pullback opportunity for the Aussie I think should be taken on, and perhaps the best option would be to have a bit of patience here to see if this can come in. The retest of the low that we had back on the 12th of February around 70.57 on the futures would be something I'd be looking at. With that weigh-in on the Aussie, you've also got the Kiwi under a bit of pressure, and this trend line broke yesterday. So any retest of that trend line up towards the pivot may well be a preferred trade, really looking for it to target back down to the low of the day, or more importantly the low of the 11th. Just going to have a quick look at the calendar. So we do have some data out this afternoon from the US, the ADP, a good bellwether ahead of non-farm payrolls on Friday, and of course the rate decision out of Bank of Canada, things to be aware of. Following that, 30 minutes later, you do have the DOE, so oil will be another one to keep an eye on. Break of this trend overnight and continuation this morning before we push down to the low that we saw from the week has just been tested. So if we were to get a confirmation of the surprise build from the API last night, then we could see a further push to the downside, as commodities in general are under a bit of pressure. So that would be something that I'd really be looking into.